All right, guys, welcome to our literature interactive notebook number 5. Today we are going to be working on types of stories. This should be a review from a 4th grade standard you guys worked on, where we're talking about different types of literature and different types of stories. Now, I'm going to start off by showing you guys this chart. Now, please forgive me, it is a little grainy. I didn't copy and paste very well, but I'll read through this and hopefully you guys can use this the best you can. We're going to be focusing on the different types of stories for poetry, prose, and drama. So I'm going to go over the elements of each one of those, and then you guys are going to have to identify what type of story a certain text is. So we're going to start with poetry here. Elements of poetry. Poetry typically uses your 5 senses. It will capture the reader's attention based on different types of scent, smell, visual, audio, hearing, feeling. It will capture you in those areas. Okay, they use a lot of sounds, onomatopoeias, rhymes, alliteration, that figurative language piece we worked on before this. Again, more figurative language with similes, metaphors, hyperboles, idioms, personification. And it's written in lines and stanzas, which means it's written kind of chunky. It's written in like little blocks. Poetry tends to have a lot of rhythm to it as well. So when you're thinking about poetry, you're thinking about all of those aspects, okay? Over here, elements of a prose. It's typically nonfiction. It typically has headings, photos, and other text features. It's usually about just one subject, and it gives the reader information. For the fiction portions of that, there's a character, setting, plot, point of view, theme, and it's written in typical sentence structure and form and paragraphs. So a lot of our books that we would read and even magazine articles would be typically this element or type of story of prose writing. Over here, our last one is drama. This is really similar to a reader's theater, like what we would do in the classroom where you have a script and you read out loud different parts of the story. There's characters that are called actors. The settings are called sets, plot, dialogue. You have to think about the audience, stage, acting, narrators. And again, it's written as a script for lines that actors need to read. When we worked this fall with Mr. Sura and Mrs. Stern over at the high school for our Native American play, that was a form of a drama, okay? So here you have poetry, prose, and drama. Okay, I'm going to leave this slide up here for you guys. But going to our next slide, you have 3 different stories, story A, B, and C. You need to compare and contrast the stories shown, and you have to include the words prose, poem, and drama in your response, okay? Then you have to explain how the structural elements of poems, prose, and drama are similar. So here you're comparing and contrasting the stories using prose, poem, and drama, and down here you have to state how they're similar. Okay, so you have 3. One of these is a prose, one of them is a poem, and one of them is a drama. Down here for reflect and write, same questions you guys have had so far, just reflecting on the skill that you're learning today and diving into the reading and the literature a little deeper. All right, guys, good luck. If you have any questions, reach out.